Good afternoon, everyone. I am the appointed speaker to give you some knowledge and ideas about using mobile phones and quick response code, in short, the QR code. So let's define first what is quick response code. A quick response or the QR code is a type of barcode that can be read easily by a digital device and which stores information as a series of pixels and a square-shaped grid. QR codes are frequently used to track information about products in a supply chain and often used in marketing and advertising campaigns. So let's proceed to the parts of a quick response code or a QR code. So a standard QR code is identifiable based on 6 components. First is the quiet zone. This is the empty white border around the outside of a QR code. Without this border, a QR reader will not be able to determine what is in and what is not contained within the QR code. Second is the finder pattern. QR codes usually contain 3 black squares in the bottom left, top left, and top right corners. These squares tell a QR reader that is looking at a QR code and where the outside boundaries of the code lie. Third is the alignment pattern. This is another smaller square contained somewhere near the bottom right corner. It ensures that the QR code can be read even if it is skewed or an odd angle. Fourth is the timing pattern. This is an L-shaped line that runs between the 3 squares in that finder pattern. The timing pattern helps the reader identify individual squares within the whole code and also makes it possible for a damaged QR code to still be read. Fifth is the version information. This is a small field of information contained near the top right finder pattern cell. This identifies which version of the QR code is being read. Lastly, number 6 is data cells. The rest of the QR code communicate the actual information the URL, the phone number, or message contains. So let's move on to the advantages of quick response code. First is QR codes can be used for anything and everything can be done. Second, it can be scanned anytime, anywhere using your mobile phones. Third is no need to type out along a universal resource locator, or in short, the URL could help serve students who are visually impaired. Next part is it stores a large amount of information and multiple uses of these codes. And lastly, a fun and effective way of delivering enhanced information directly by using the QR code. Also, QR codes do not require any light to be generated or be received as done during barcode scanning, and QR codes are designed for various needs such as URL or web address, phone number, geolocation, with map, text, etc. Hence, it is used for a multi-purpose. If there is an advantages, there is also a disadvantages of a quick response code. First is the lack of familiarity with the QR code among people. Next, second, it requires a phone with a camera, which makes costly for the common users to afford. Third, many users that have mobile phones but do not have some smartphones that have cameras that are unable to get a QR reading software for their phones. Fourth is the user is not too familiar with this technology. And number 5 is cannot always track the user journey after they arrive on site from a QR code. In addition to the disadvantages of a quick response code's dependability on a smartphone, however, users must be equipped with a camera phone and the correct reader software that can scan the image of the QR codes. However, currently the only smartphone is technically equipped to this. Next is smartphones used to scan QR codes are often expensive and costly in comparison with simpler phones. Moving on to the background and history of a quick response code. QR codes were first created back in 1994. A Toyota subsidiary named Denso Wave developed the code in order to help in the manufacturing process. It aided in tracking vehicles and some parts. It was designed to allow for fast decoding speeds, hence the name Quick Response Code. QR code owe their existence to the development and success of barcodes. Since their creation, barcodes became very popular due to the speed of which they could be scanned, the accuracy they provided, and their multiple functionalities. With increased popularity and proper recognition of the convenience associated with barcodes, demand for barcodes that could store more information, had more variation, and would take up a smaller printing area continuously grew. Thus, many efforts were made to improve the barcode technology and how much information they could store. What was done? The amount of digits in the codes were increased, layout was modified to include the multiple choices, and etc. However, those modifications came with drawbacks as well. The size of the barcode and printing space it needed increased, thus raising cost of printing. Also, with the developments came some occasional complications while attempting to read or scan the new codes. In response to the increasing demands for storage capacity, functionality, accuracy, and etc., in addition to the negative factors associated with the development in barcode technology, came 2D or the two-dimensional QR codes. And as with the development of barcodes, since their creation, QR code have seen increasing population developments and the technology to improve storage capacity and functionality. The uses and importance of QR codes. First is the direct customers to a landing page or a website. Scanning a QR code can lead to a sign-up page or any landing page or website. This removes the hassle of going through the process of accessing the website and navigating your way around the page. And make sure that you use a unique URL matched with your QR code to measure it accurately. Second is the dial your business number. In business conferences, you will surely engage and interact with a crowd. If you use QR codes for your booth or station, then interested business partners can just scan the code and receive your business details such as your business and contact number. Sometimes you can even tweak the QR code to dial the number or the receiver's phone directly. Third is you can send a message. This is an exciting because the user will only receive the message once the QR code has been scanned. Sending messages through QR codes benefits SMS marketing the most, and it can be used for sales, user support on request product upgrades, and opt-in SMS registration. Also, fourth is you can send an email. Much like sending messages, QR codes for sending emails will help you read and monitor data for newsletters, email marketing, and your email's performance rates. Aside from that, the user can also continue reading the said email on his mobile phone by scanning the QR code. In this manner, your email will be accessible in any platforms. Fifth is you can also download apps. Once you have scanned the QR code, it will direct you to the download page of the app and start the download. Businesses have their creativity to make their QR codes eye-catching. Popular apps have used QR codes for marketing campaigns. Furthermore, apps themselves sometimes use a QR code to foster engagements inside the community. Social media apps like Snapchat have created the unique QR codes for their users to add people easily. In line with that, Spotify has recently released QR codes for their songs. Users can now share or recommend their music by simply scanning the QR code, and it will automatically appear on the other person's device. 6 is the View Business Location. If your website visitor wants to drop by your office, they can just pull out their phone and scan the QR code on your website. Instead of manually searching for the address on online maps, the QR code can give some specific directions to your business location. 7 is direct customers to social media pages. As an example, if a user likes your product or service so much, they can follow your social media pages for more updates. Sometimes they can even score a discount or promo if they followed your social media through the same QR code. 8 is the shopping and e-commerce. Probably the most popular way to use your QR code. Businesses usually use it for discounts and promos. By providing a unique QR code, the consumer can also receive the receipt or menu through his mobile phone. Note that there are also some restrictions when using QR codes, such as internet connectivity or data. When using QR codes, check whether such an environment allows QR codes to be usable. So the importance of a quick response code or the QR code, providing a smartphone's users with information easily, quickly, and simply, is what makes QR codes and mobile marketing go hand in hand. They enhance your marketing campaigns, allowing you to reach, engage, and convert a wider target audience by linking from offline and online platforms to the world. In creating a QR code as instructional materials, quick response code or the QR code are easy to create and have many users in the classroom. With the posting of a QR code, you can lead students to information by using the computer or a mobile device's camera. Why are so many teachers using QR codes as an instructional materials in the classroom? In particular, reason of QR codes have become an increasingly popular among educational institutions across the globe, especially with teachers who focus on younger age levels. During today's day, with the push towards technology and our daily lives, teachers are realizing that instead of fighting it, they can use technology to their advantage. QR codes are a perfect example of how teachers can positively integrate technology in their classroom as an instructional materials because they are so easy and flexible to use. Many children already have smartphones or any other mobile phones, so they can use their phones and also tablets in class and scan their QR codes to do things like to save their homework, find quiz answers, and access links easier. Plus, it also saves on loads of paperwork, something highly beneficial for both teachers, parents, and students. What is the benefits of using QR codes as an instructional materials in the classroom? Teachers are love using QR codes in the classroom because they simplify access to complex links, make learning more fun for students, and have a wide variety of uses. Not to mention, QR codes can be customized and edited later on, and it is easy for students to find links. It takes mere seconds to scan a QR code with any smartphone or tablet, whether it is with a third-party app or directly with the camera, which is why so many teachers are using them to make digital content more accessible for students and learners. This works particularly well with links because students can scan the QR code and automatically view the website instead of having to type it in themselves. Consider how long links can be if you need to share a specific article. It takes ages to type and manually. You can make it much easier by sharing the QR code with projector so students can scan it. For younger students and students with disabilities, this method especially is a whole lot less frustrating. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening and have a nice day ahead. I am Carlos Sanyatan and don't forget, life is beautiful.